Hey everyone, Gary Spadafore here, Director of Education, Underground Cellar. We're going to try something a little bit different, a little bit crazy. We're in a very nice wine shop with a lot of wines from around the world. What I thought I would do is go through country by country, region by region, and talk a little bit about the region and the grape. So we're going to start in France. These are the white wines from all over France. And probably the one grape that people are really familiar with in France is Chardonnay. This bottle is a very simple Chardonnay from the Burgundy region. It's just Bourgogne Blanc. So it's 100% Chardonnay. The grapes can come from anywhere in Burgundy. Very nice little wine. Then we can come to a wine that is again from Burgundy, 100% Chardonnay, but from a single vineyard in a single village in Burgundy. So this is about 3 times as expensive. Even though it's the same region, same grape, very special wine. Chardonnay from Burgundy. We can go over to the Loire Valley in France, and they specialize in a lot of different grapes, but probably the one that people know most is Sauvignon Blanc. We have a little wine called... Where'd it go? There it is. So we're in France. We're in a little area called the Loire Valley, which is actually a pretty big area. And now we're talking about a wine called Sancerre. 100% Sauvignon Blanc from the Loire Valley, Sancerre. Right next to Sancerre is a wine called Pouilly-Fumé. Again, 100% Sauvignon Blanc. There's a lot of other grapes in France. Chenin Blanc from the Loire Valley, Riesling, Gewürztraminer from Alsace. These are all wonderful white wines from France. All right, so that's it for the white grapes from France. Now we're going to walk over here and talk about the red grapes from France. We're going to go back to that same region that Chardonnay is from, and that's Pinot Noir. And here is kind of the brother or sister of that very simple Chardonnay from Burgundy, and this is a very simple Pinot Noir from Burgundy. This is called a regional Pinot Noir, so Bourgogne Rouge, Pinot Noir from Burgundy. Just like we did in the white grapes of Burgundy, this is Pinot Noir from a single vineyard in a single village, and this is a Premier Cru Burgundy wine. Very, very nice. The village is Beaune, and the Premier Cru vineyards are multiple vineyards. So that's Pinot Noir. We're going to go to Bordeaux, and of course Bordeaux is famous for primarily 2 different red grapes. On the left bank is Cabernet. So this is a Cabernet blend, mostly Cabernet Sauvignon, a little bit of Merlot, and possibly a little Cabernet Franc. We go across the river to the right bank. In this particular bottle is from Pomerol, and of course Pomerol is Merlot based, maybe a little bit of Cabernet Franc. We can run down to the Rhone Valley and find Syrah and Grenache, and then other parts of France have other grapes. All right, we're going to leave France, we're going to go across the ocean, head to the United States. And now I'm going to talk about Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir is often considered the heartbreak grape because it's very difficult to grow, very difficult to turn into good wine. It's kind of like dating. You've got to try a lot of bad ones before you find a good one. Most of these are really nice. So Pinot Noir in the United States, really just a few areas. In California, we talk about Carneros, the Russian River Valley, Santa Barbara, some of the coastal counties, and then of course Oregon with the famous Willamette Valley. We can start up in Oregon. Where am I at? Alright, here we go. We have a nice little Pinot Noir from the Willamette Valley in Oregon. These, for a New World Pinot, the Oregon Pinots are probably closest to Burgundy in style and taste. We get out of the Willamette Valley, now we head down to California. This one is a very nice wine from Santa Barbara County, Pinot Noir, a little more fruity, a little more intense. That's very typical for California Pinot Noirs. We can also go to the Russian River Valley and Carneros to find terrific Pinot Noirs from California. All right, so that was Pinot Noir from Oregon and California. We're just going to go down the shelves a little bit. This aisle we have mostly Zinfandel. Zinfandel is a really unique grape. Of course, it's not native to the United States, but California made it famous. Every different style, every different region you can imagine, Zinfandel does very well in California. We'll keep on walking down the aisle here a little bit. And now we're back to white wines from the United States. Sauvignon Blanc is a very unique grape. It has a few similarities no matter where it's grown. It's always high acid, it's always a bit herbaceous, but New Zealand has a style, France has a style, the United States is kind of all over the place. We can make very intense Sauvignon Blancs, we can make very soft and subtle Sauvignon Blancs. So a little bit of everything in California. All right, I kind of forgot one thing, Sauvignon Blanc. I mentioned New Zealand, but I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the style of Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. Intense grapefruit flavors, big intense nose, generally no oak, really, really nice, clean, fresh Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. All right, let's keep coming down here. Now we're gonna come to our Chardonnay section. Chardonnay's amazing variety. Now we're even seeing no oak Chardonnays, but Chardonnays can be grown. I kind of call Chardonnay and Cabernet the promiscuous grape. The reason I call them the promiscuous grape, they'll grow anywhere, they'll go with anyone, and they usually do pretty well. So Chardonnay from California, great grape, great wine, great regions. The primary regions that we look for in Chardonnay are very similar to Pinot Noir. Carneros makes great Chardonnay, the Russian River Valley, the coastal counties, Santa Barbara, Monterey, Napa Valley, Sonoma, of course. So great Chardonnay from California. All right, so I know that was kind of quick. We covered a few grapes, a few regions. We certainly didn't cover everything. That would be impossible. But I hope we kind of got your imagination. Don't ever hesitate to communicate with us through the website. Gary Spadafore, Director of Education, Underground Cellar. See you later.